Hey everybody, welcome back. I've got a great tip for all of our Mac users out there. If you are tired of typing the same things over and over again, especially sentences, maybe those hashtags on Instagram, I've got something that's going to help speed things up for you. So open up your system preferences and go over to keyboard. And what we're going to do is we're going to type in a couple of things that we type all the time. For example, as a web developer, I'm constantly telling people that they need to refresh, but do a hard refresh. Unfortunately, a lot of people don't know what that means. So I've created this little snippet that helps me just pop in exactly what I'm talking about. It's the same every time, and so I'm just going to let the computer take that on for me. So let me show you an example here in this text editor. I'm just going to type in HR because that is my text snippet. And you can see here it's showing what it wants to replace it with, as if it were auto-correcting or something like that. But now if I just hit space, I can keep typing. I can say, you need to do a hard refresh, but I'm also giving them, this is how you actually do that. It's super useful if I'm in a message and I'm like, okay, we don't see the changes. Make sure you HR to see the changes. And that was a lot easier than having to, first of all, type all of that out, remember all of the keyboard shortcuts for both Windows and Mac. And so that's a good use case for it. Another way that I use this is when I'm sending out some part of my work to be reviewed by somebody. I'm always going to say the same thing eventually. I'm going to say something like, this is done. If it looks good, I'll mark your request as complete. So now I don't have to type all of that out because I've got this little snippet that's going to put in that sentence for me. So now I've cut down on that typing time. Another great use case that I've seen for this is with maybe Instagram hashtags. Maybe you're tired of putting in your hashtags. Maybe you've got like 20 that you always do for all of your posts or something. This is a great way to kind of stuff those in there without having to actually type each one out every time. The cool thing about this is that it should sync across all of your iOS devices. For example, most of these are actually from my work computer, and so they are syncing up just because of my account. If you're liking this tip so far, hit the like button. So here's how you're going to add a new snippet. Let's go ahead and hit the plus button. We're going to come up with some kind of keyword. With these, I like to make them short, but I also don't want them to look like maybe a normal word, just because I don't want spell check or anything else to get in the way of that. So let's just do IGH for Instagram hashtags, and come up with whatever you want that you can remember. But let's say we always do not defined, hashtag not defined tech, hashtag tech, hashtag shortcuts, something like that. And so now whenever I'm typing up my Instagram posts, all I have to do is hit that Instagram hashtag and boom, it's already plugged in for me. So that makes it super nice, and I can just do that over and over again for each post. This is just one way that you can speed up your typing by inserting little snippets. If you're interested in learning about code snippets and using Visual Studio Code, I recommend watching this video down here. Or if you want to peruse the other tips that I have for these kinds of automations, go ahead and grab this playlist right up here. Thanks for watching.